We're just having a good time here. If you ever have a chance to go to dinner at Mary's house, you should take that opportunity because she doesn't have her shoes on. She's very casual and comfortable, and it's the way you should be in your family life. And it's very, and you know, I think the fact that you had a health crisis in your life, you have the best perspective of, I mean, you do not sweat the small stuff.
You really don't. You really don't.
And dinner is a small stuff.
But you know, dinner to me though is my way of expressing love for people, and I love that I've been blessed with. I mean, because this is my mother's worst nightmare, and I love it that it's my joy. I love it, and it really brings people together, and yeah, I love it.
They do feel good that you're doing it. So we are browning and browning and browning.
Yes, and I need to tell you why this is special.
You were going to say, why is this special?
Well, I was in my kitchen around this stage of the game here, only doing the high octane version when the phone rang and I picked it up and I was told that I had breast cancer. On the phone, not a good thing, people.
No.
By the way, you know? So we always have this for Valentine's Day because it was such a high octane dish before the little experimentation here and to reduce that time. And so needless to say, it was a tough dinner to get through, but we still have this meal on Valentine's Day because now we have so much to celebrate.
It's a victory dinner.
It's a victory dinner. I'm on this side of the grass and happy for every moment of it dinner.
We are so glad. We are so glad. And every time you come on, people are like, yeah, Mary. We love that Mary. So, let's flip those,
let's flip.
Let's flip them. Let's flip them.
That's the thing. You get to do things in cooking you can never do in real life. You know, I was this height in the 7th grade and had a gym teacher who loved gymnastics. So
just so you know, her height, if you want to take this picture, I now have taken off my shoes. Because who cares? And now, it's the real show.
Yes, yes. So when I lived in Italy, the counters were down here. So I actually had to do one of these, too. You know, I felt like I was half primate. Like, you know, so it was just amazing. Brushing the teeth and looking in the mirror was like, you know, one of these things.
Not made for Mary.
No.
All right, so Mary, we're browning this, and that's pretty well done.
Yeah, so
So can we do it? Do you think we can do it? Okay, should I move this for you?
Yeah, that would be wonderful.
Okay, let's move this. So we kind of want to see what it looks like in the crock pot,
yes.
so that we know
and like
we're
I said,
doing the right
I'll
thing.
give you the finished version.
We'll have a picture of the finished version on fullplate.tv, so you'll get to see.
This is one of my favorite wines to cook with. I'm sure we'll find your own version of it. It doesn't have to be anything extravagant. This is Charles Schwab, and I call it Cheap Chuck.
Cheap Chuck.
And I like having a little Cheap Chuck in the kitchen.
Sounds sexy, Mary.
It does. You know, I live a very, you know, you slap a sister in front of my name and you've got my life, so I can tell people I've had Cheap Chuck in the kitchen. It makes them wonder a little bit. So we are going to put this. This guy needs a little more.
All right.
But
all right, put the rest of them in there.
Look at that big boy.
We've got about 2 minutes until they turn off the lights in here. So put the ones you want in there.
All right.
If you don't want to put that one in, it's fine.
All right.
But you can put that one in, right? No?
Yeah.
All right, leave them be.
All right. Well,
if you want.
All right. And then what we're going to do is just pour generously. Okay. And again, no measuring. I know. I'm sorry. But we're going to pour the wine. And you're going to think that, what is she thinking? But, you know, it really makes it.
Okay.
It's really good. And then put a little chicken broth. Mm-hmm. Stock. You can use, you know, of course, believe it or not, I do make my own sometimes.
You'll have to show us how to do that
I would love to do that.
And then what do we have here?
I just wanted to show you that. You don't have to put that in the crock pot, but I just saying this is such a great thing because what you can have orzo as a side dish. You can have garlic smashed potatoes. You can have
or nothing. I mean, it's such a nice full thing on its own.
Right, and I like to have like a really nice crisp salad. And then sometimes too is that you can. And I like to put a little extra herbs on the top, and then we're going to put.
Then here comes our di fratelli.
Now this is an industrial size one. You don't have to use all of it, but. You know, I want to tell you, I use a little bit extra of everything because the sauce that this produces is amazing, and it's great for another meal. In fact, I told you, men have gone to war for this sauce, but actually that's not true. It's just 2 soccer dads that I
I love it. All right.
I fought over it at my child's soccer game.
Okay, how long? How long does it go
Okay,
then?
6 hours on low.
6 hours on low.
Yeah.
The recipe, rule of thumb, is going to be on
Yes.
fullplate.tv. Of course, follow us on Facebook because we'll link it up as soon as it's available. Thanks for watching. Thanks for cooking.
Oh, thank you. It's great.
This is really beautiful.